How you doing, everybody out there in YouTube? Rod Steele with another Transformers review. Today I found this guy, and I promised myself I wouldn't buy no more of the Transformers movies line. I went to Walmart and they're just wiped out of everything, and so I decided to make a trip to Toys R Us and see what they had. Don't believe I'm going to be buying any more of the animated series. I don't know. They're alright, I like them. But they just don't tickle my balls the way other Transformers do. So I went to Toys R Us and I seen this big boy. And he's not movie line, he's obviously a Cybertron line. He's a repaint because he has his Cybertron key with him. And his name is Wingblade, as you can see from the package. And I was checking this out and I was like, wow, that is a really big, that is a nice big looking Transformer. You know what? I'm going to pick it up because, like I said, it's not really movie line, it's Cybertron, so I figured I'd take the chance on him. So when I took him up to the register to ring out, unfortunately this guy was $25.99, and that kind of pushed me back in the seat a little bit. I almost said no, but since there's nothing in my area right now, and I don't know when we're going to be getting anything in, I decided to pick him up. But it's, like I said, it's a Toys R Us exclusive because you just can't have anything nowadays where everything just comes out in one place. You got to run around to every different store. So I seen this guy, and he's a strong motherfucker. Looks like his strength is 9, his intelligence 7, speed is 10, endurance is 7, his rank is 8, his courage is 9, fire blast is 8, and his skill is 9. So he is a pretty he would be a fairly high-ranking Autobot. Also on his back, it does say that he is basically the best at what he does. Nobody, I guess Ironhide would be the only person that has more Decepticon, how do they say, more Decepticon deactivations than this guy would be Ironhide. And the fact of the matter is because Ironhide is older than this guy. So he kicks ass. Basically, he's a bad motherfucker. And as you can see on the nice back here, shows his alt mode and robot mode, and he is an allspark one. So I just wanted to show you the package before I even tore him out. Next, flip frame here, and then he will be on the table. And here he is out of the package. This is his alt mode, his vehicle mode. As you can see, it is a fairly decent sized jet. We've got these two big engine thrusters back here. He's got all kinds of weapons. He's got the two fireable missiles here that fire by themselves. He also got 8 separate missiles that, of course, they don't fire, but then he has Gatling guns. So he is an all-around just massive fighter. He can whoop the shit out of people. His wings extend. It says for like extra battle mode. Why you even need that, I really don't know. Doesn't seem like he'd need that at all. But they do extend to make him even larger still. You can fold them back under. His key gimmick real quick, because he's Cybertron, he obviously has a key gimmick. You put it in the top here. Of course there we go. Now this is like hidden super cannon hyperdrive mode, or whatever they want to call it. And he has a little button up here, which when you push, a little light fires up front, and it's a Gatling machine gun sounding noise, which is cool because a lot of noises they usually give these figures are just kind of stupid. That actually sounds like a weapon. He's got 2 Autobot symbols here on both sides. I guess that would be the cockpit, canopy, whatever you want to call it. His colors are like an army gray. I mean, an army green. Then he has almost like a cream tan color for the rest of them, and then dark gray in some areas. And as you can spin him around here, you can see his back side. And then underneath, he's got the big Autobot symbol. You can see the underneath of his weapons. He does have landing gear that does, hope that's in camera, that does fold in and out, and it has wheels on it, and the bottom of his Gatling guns also have wheels. So he does roll, but of course the wheel seems to fall down when you're pushing him along. Really, I really don't see nothing too much problems with his alt mode. I actually like his alt mode a lot. Besides these two back jet things, they fit to these little tabs back here, and they're just hard to keep in, because I guess his legs have to be up a certain way, and they just don't want to seem to stay where they're supposed to be clipped. Other than that, he's a ginormous looking vehicle. I'm going to stop it there, and then next time you'll see him, I will have him transformed. Now here you have him in his robot mode. As you can see, he's armed to the teeth with weapons. He is a big transformer. He is. Look at the size of him. I guess that's why I paid the extra $6-7 for him. That I didn't pay the $20 normal Voyager class. But he is huge. He has these things, which I wanted to point out in the vehicle mode. These things come off. These are on the back of his wings. The parts of his sword actually clip up in here, like the rudders on the wings. Then they dislodge and they come out. And then these pieces actually come from up in here. They actually come out in here. And they actually do look like guns. I guess you could use them as guns. If you don't want to, you can just pull the sword blade out. But they have a really nice storage right up in here. Another really cool thing is you don't necessarily have to have these on him. His missiles, these missiles, do come off, and then you have him on this, with this big giant cannon. Now the Gatling guns that he did have actually become his hands. I kind of like to have seen the figure with hands, but in this case, because of all the weaponry, I really don't give a damn. He just will blow over the shit out of anything. But Gatling gun mode, and then to put him into his hands, you know, kind of makes fingers, I guess. You just push this little switch in here, and then that does that. But you could have a combination of things: him with a sword, him with a missile. See what I'm saying? He's just monstrous transformer. The color scheme is pretty much the same as him. He's got green on him now. He's got this green with the giant Autobot symbol here. He has a little bit of yellow on his face. Another thing you could do with them, which I've seen, which is kind of cool, it's kind of like if you be like a real heavy machine, you know, heavy weapon type thing, which is in, you could pull this up, pretty much lay it down like that, and insert your key, and then now he has super weaponry. I don't even know if that's going to be on camera because that's probably so tall, but he does his front cockpit that's split apart, folds up over his head, and now is a giant cannon on top of it, and it still makes noise. His feet, he's got decent articulation for a brick. Obviously his arms don't really have none, but they do go up and down, and he does have an elbow, and they believe they go out side to side. That's pretty much it for his hands. I mean, they don't really do much else. His head, it does move, it spins. And his legs, they obviously do what every other usual Transformer leg. They have a knee joint, and they can go in and out, side to side, that type of stuff. But I really like this figure. Even though I spent the $26 on it, and I thought I was going to regret it, now I really don't, because he's just a mammoth Transformer. And this just takes the cake, where he has, these come off, and then now they become on his arm. So this guy is just, and you wonder why he's basically one of the top leaders in Decepticon deactivation. Pretty much the arsenal that this guy has. There's pretty much not going to be many people that are going to really be able to withstand the force of this guy. He's just going to tear through most people. He's just going to absolutely destroy them. I don't know how you can withstand him. But if you can find this figure, I got mine at Toys R Us. That's the only place you can get them. Pick them up. If you're tired of buying the animated series, I know most of us Transformer collectors got a ton of movie figures because it just kept putting them out and putting more out, putting more out. I don't know which character he was from Cybertron. I don't have this figure for Cybertron. So that's why I picked them up, because it's one I didn't have, and it wasn't animated, and it wasn't the movie line. It was, you know, retro, good old Cybertron Transformers, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this figure. So if you find him and you're willing to fork out the $26 for him, invest in him. It's a nice change of pace right now for what Transformers we're getting. But anyway, this is Rod Steele with another Transformers review. Everybody out there, take it easy. Adios, muchachos.